Let's talk about Lyft.
Okay, this is our Matt from Boston has run into this situation with Lyft. For the last couple of weeks, I have been tracking my acceptance rate and noticed that I have been at 90% for a week now with no change. This is common, folks. Just tonight, for example, before contacting support, I had accepted 17 rides in a row, still with no change. Does that math add up, Chris? Because, by the way, Lyft acceptance rate is out of the last 100, folks. I asked the Lyft support how many rides I have declined of the last 100 offered, and I was told only 5. Well, you took 17 in a row, should have gone up. And that gave me an acceptance rate of 90%. I'm not a math expert, but how does that add up? It doesn't, Frederick. Lyft.
Well, canceled and not accepted rides are two different things.
But it's obvious they use the translator because the English is quite bad. Not sure if you're interested in this. Well, obviously we are.
I'll be more than happy to assist you. And so he says, I'm concerned about my acceptance rate. How many rides have I declined from the last 100 offered? I understand that you are concerned about your acceptance rate, and I really understand how important this is to you. I've reviewed your recent activity, and out of your last 100 ride requests, only 5 were canceled. That gives you an acceptance rate of 90%, which is a solid performance. Great job.
I don't know how that adds up to 90%.
It appears that Lyft is not being transparent with this information. The accepted rate is being tracked and calculated somehow by the system. This should be easily accessible, so there's no question. Because I'm pretty sure actually the verbiage does say of the rides that you take, which means that acceptance rate would include those that came to you, you didn't offer, you didn't accept. And then on top of that, if you canceled, it would also be into that because you didn't complete the ride.
Lyft should say that, number one. Number two, again, the math still doesn't add up. If you're at 90%, you accept 17 in a row. Not only that, but also if he canceled, if the driver canceled 5, okay, which is fine, shouldn't that be showing on the app though? That canceled trip, right? So we can see the canceled rides after you accept them, but then the driver was not able to see the rides that he canceled in his app, which he should. However, your acceptance rate will also get effect. What the fuck? When you do not accept the ride, you receive. Oh, that proves it right there.
So the problem is all this seems is like a miscommunication between somebody who doesn't speak English and the driver. What he's trying to say is how many rides have you declined, which means would be the acceptance rate. You think if out of the last 100 rides, if you declined to take them, which means you did not accept them, you just ran the timer through or hit the X, that is a declining offer. But he comes back and says there were 5 canceled.